Picture two toddlers, same age, both just fell down. The American mom rushes over. "Oh no, baby, are you okay? Let me see.
Okay, you're okay. Mommy's got you.
The Japanese mom watches, waits, folds her arms.
Let the silence sit.
The kid looks up at her. She nods, just slightly. He gets up himself. To American eyes, that Japanese mom looks cold, maybe even cruel. To Japanese researchers, she just gave her kid something worth more than any toy, any tutor, any enrichment class on the planet. Japan has one of the highest average IQs in the world. Not a fluke, consistently, across decades, across millions of children. Meanwhile, American kids are falling behind in rankings we used to dominate. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break it down, habit by habit. Western parents on one side, Japanese parents on the other. I'll let you decide who's winning, but I'll warn you, if you're a Western parent, this one might sting a little. Round 1. How we handle struggle. The second a child struggles, we intervene. We rush in, we fix it, we soothe it. We make the uncomfortable comfortable as fast as humanly possible. We call this love. The child struggles. The parent watches. They do not rush. They do not rescue. They wait to see what the child will do with the discomfort. And they call this love too, with a different definition of what love actually builds. The research. Marty Rossman at the University of Minnesota tracked children for over 25 years into adulthood. The single best predictor of adult success, not IQ, not income, not school, was whether the child had been given real responsibilities starting between ages 3 and 4. Japanese children at that age are already putting away their own shoes, carrying groceries, and pouring their own water, not as chores, as respect. The Japanese assumption, he's 3, of course he can do this. The Western assumption, he's only 3, let me do it for him. Same kid, completely opposite beliefs about what that kid is capable of. Round 2, how we talk to our babies. Does the little baby want his baba? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. We pitch our voice up, we simplify our words, and voices, we repeat everything 3 times. Scientists call it parent ease. We treat the baby like a very adorable but slightly dim golden retriever. From day 1, Japanese mothers speak in full, normal sentences. They narrate what they're doing. I'm washing your hands because we're about to have dinner. No dumbing down. They talk to the baby like the baby already understands, because in their worldview, he does. The research. The 30 million word gap. Betty Hart and Todd Risley spent years recording language in American homes. By age 3, some children had heard 30 million more words than others. The children who heard more complex words, more real sentences, and more actual conversation scored measurably higher on every cognitive test for years afterward. Some research does support parent ease. The melody helps babies tune into speech patterns. The difference? Western parents lose the meaning chasing the melody. Japanese parents keep both. Round 3. What we feed developing brains. Western first foods. Rice cereal, sweet potato puree, applesauce, banana mash. Safe, accepted, easy, and nutritionally, calories, not brain food. Japanese first foods. Miso broth, soft white fish, seaweed, tofu, steamed vegetables. Introduced as early as 5 months old. Salty, savory, complex. Real food from day 1. The research. The infant brain is roughly 60% fat, and a huge portion is DHA, an omega-3 found primarily in fish. Without adequate DHA, the brain cannot build itself properly. Japanese babies have one of the highest dietary DHA intakes in the world. The ALSPAC study from the University of Bristol tracked thousands of children. Mothers who consumed more seafood had children with measurably better verbal IQ, fine motor skills, and social cognition by age 8. That gap opened at the dinner table in the first year of life. Round 4. Physical closeness versus independence. The baby sleeps in their own room, in their own crib. We're told co-sleeping creates dependency, that carrying too much will spoil them. Independence is the goal. The earlier, the better. Japanese. Skinship. Closeness through physical contact. Babies are carried for 2 years. Mothers and babies bathe together. Co-sleeping is standard until age 6 or 7. Independence comes, but closeness comes first. The research. A study in developmental psychology found that consistent physical closeness in the first year produced measurable changes at the molecular level, specifically in genes controlling stress response. Research from Notre Dame linked early skin contact to stronger emotional regulation and better cognitive performance years later. There is a difference between a child who is independent because they feel safe and a child who is alone because they were trained to be. Japanese parenting bets on the former. Round 5. Who we think our children are. Western belief. A child is fragile, impressionable, needs to be protected from difficulty, guided through every challenge, shielded from failure, and celebrated constantly. We are their scaffolding. Japanese belief. A child is already capable, already curious. The parent's job is not to protect them from difficulty. It's to respect them enough to let them meet it. The child needs trust. The famous show. In Japan, there's a television show called Hajimete no Otsukai, My First Errand. Cameras follow toddlers, some as young as 2.5, walking through real city streets alone to buy something for their mother. Real traffic, real stores, real money. Running since 1991. To American viewers, horrifying. To Japanese families, a beloved tradition. The same 25-year Minnesota study found that childhood responsibility was the single best adult success predictor, better than IQ, income, or education. A child trusted to do real things at 3 became an adult who could handle real things at 30. Close. So who's winning, Western or Japanese? Honestly, that's the wrong question. Western parenting gets things beautifully right. The individuality, the open emotional conversations, the belief that every child is unique. Japanese parenting gets things profoundly right. The trust, the early responsibility, the respect for difficulty, and the belief that a child is already more capable than we think. What the research says is this: we have been underestimating children for decades. Not because we're bad parents, because our culture told us protection is love, ease is kindness, intervention is care. Japanese parenting has been quietly operating on a different definition. Love is watching the fall and not rushing in. Love is the real food, the real word, the real task. Love is trusting that they can. Which of these 5 rounds hit you hardest? Drop it below. See you in the next one.